G'day YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel. Here's another shimpaku juniper that's in another stage of development. Now with this tree, you can probably see there's some heavy wire on it and heavy wire on it. Now I've already done some contorting and twisting and bending into shape. Now this is now pretty much, I want to do probably a cleanup and put some more bends and twists into it. So I want to look at the tree, what could possibly be the future of the tree now, what could possibly be the front. I'm going to have a look at different angles and so on. So I'll look at turning the tree around, moving it around. Some of the things I've noticed is this bit here, this back at the moment has this big twisted branch into it. So it's always going to be sticking out, so it's very unlikely this will be the front unless I get rid of this, which I'm not planning to. On this side, the reason I like this side possibly is it's got some nice deadwood already starting to happen down the middle of the trunk, and you want to see deadwood on shimpaku junipers or any junipers. So it's got this nice branch in here that's been bent and twisted into this position, so you can start to see the shape already taking place. There's been a big branch up here that's been bent right around and twisted into this bit here. So I'm not planning to actually take off the big heavy wire. What I'm planning to do is see if I need to eliminate any bad foliage, and more likely put more wire on the tree and set it up for the next bit. So let me have a quick look. I can ultimately see something, getting that compact down, getting this, it's hard to show you, but getting this in there and creating a little small tree like that. Hope you guys can see that possibly. That's what I envision at the moment for this tree. I'm not going to be able to twist this big branch back in here anymore. I think that's there already. Sorry, that was just a dead bit of wood. So I'm not going to be able to, there's this big, see how it's jutting out here, it's probably the only negative of this tree. But I'm going to maybe try and work it a bit more round and round, but I don't think that's going to move too much. Maybe I'll get a guy wire and try and bend that into a bit more position. But yeah, let's see how there's a nice branch here. I'm going to probably need to wire that. There's a big branch up here, do I wire it in and create another, there's a big branch up here, do we wire it in and create another layer? So they're the kind of decisions I want to make now, because the tree's kind of ready for, almost ready for another good styling to get it looking really good. So again, I'm preparing this tree over time. So growing the trunk, growing from an air layer, growing it on, putting some bends and twists into it, and now it's ready for the next stage. So let me have a quick look. I'm going to see if I can have a look roughly what the tree is going to look like. That looks really nice. So I can see this branch is really important. I think that's really critical to be a nice branch in here. I'm going to keep that. This branch is playing a bit of havoc with me. It's very straight. There's no foliage at all. So there's no foliage at all in here. So even if I twist it and bend it, make some gin, not going to be the most convincing. So it's possibly a candidate to be gone. And so this branch has multiple branches, nice multiple, so you can make multiple layers. So that's good. And eventually, if I move this top even more around here, it'll fill this gap. So I think he's going to be gone. And I might just treat him as a cutting. Yeah, I might just treat him as a cutting. You know me, I'm greedy, so I could always put an LA in there as well. Yeah. So it'd be nice. I would have liked to create the shari at the moment in here, but because there's wire on there at the moment, it's not going to be the best. It's going to be a bit in the way. So yeah. So let me just study the tree. So all I'm doing is studying the tree. What I'm going to keep, what's going to hang around. That looks nice. I do want to try and get this bent right around a bit more. So I'm probably going to put some guy wires in there and get that around. I like that. So I like that. That could possibly fit in there, or a smaller one. Very interesting tree. Very, very nice little twisted up shimpaku. So anyway, let me clean it up and then put some wire on it and bend it in, and then show you how I bend it again and where things are looking and what the situation is. So be back soon. Okay, so I've done a fair bit of work since I've been off. The camera's been off. Now I have come to a point where what I've done is I've cleaned up a lot of the foliage. I've cleaned up, you know, where there's a two branch and there's a little growth coming in the middle. I cleaned that out, cut things back to two branches, two branchlets, etc., and cleaned it up. Now what you can probably see is there's an air layer here and there's an air layer here. So I've decided to air layer those two branches. I'm hoping they'll take 3 months, and I'll be able to cut those off and have 2 new trees, one here, one here. This was a little thin. It was probably worth doing a cutting of, but I just tried. I'm going to try and air layer, see if I can air layer that smaller branch. This one definitely nice size air layer at the top. I didn't bend and twist these. I just air layered them off. They're just going to be nice little small little trees that I'll just wire once I take the air layer off. Then I'll probably put some wire on it, put it in a pot and leave it for a year. So that's it, that's done. So what now you can probably see is if you eliminate a lot of this bit area, you see there's a branch in here, it fills in this gap. There's an apex in here. Sorry, there's a bit of sphagnum. There's a little apex in here, and there's a branch over here. This branch is the one that I was just going to show you. If I kept it, it would have to sit in there, and I think it's too low, and it'll hide the trunk. So I just wanted to show you that I do cut things off, and there's no point keeping this one at all. So I'm going to take him all the way off, and I'm going to try and do that as a cutting. So I do cuttings, and that's a decent size cutting if you can get that going. So I'll treat that as a cutting. Now, how does the tree look? So now you probably can see there's going to be a nice trunk in here. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, I've actually lifted the tree up on this side, so the trunk doesn't come straight out of the. Before it used to come straight out, straight vertical. Now it's a bit more an angle, and I think it looks a bit better when I'm at this angle, with this branch over here and the apex over here in this space. So once those are gone, then you can see the tree a bit better. I still have the issue of that branch a bit going back that way a bit too much. I have brought it in a bit more, so that's good. I've tried to fill out. I've left this guy alone for now because I just want to fill this area in here with some sort of foliage. I think it needs something in there to maybe try and hide that eventually. This little one on the side will act like a little back branch for the rest of the tree. So, you know, it's doing this in stages. So that's the next stage of this tree. Once these are gone, it will totally look different. I did put a bit more wire in certain areas because I'm a bit more confident about the tree and where it's heading. So now it's a matter of letting this tree rest and grow, and seeing the result after a bit of work, after a bit of growth, and seeing what happens. So ideally, I think this is such a good little tree already, just here. I could be eliminating all this anyway, but for now, let's leave it all and see how this works after I've taken the air layers off, and if I can push that in closer. Otherwise, it'll be a nice gin there, possibly, because that is quite a nice little tree in there on its own. Anyway guys, that's the next stage of this tree. So let's revisit this tree when I take the air layers off, in probably 3 months time, I reckon. It's probably, this is now it's mid-September getting towards October. So probably December, January we'll have a look maybe and see if they're ready to come off. Anyway guys, I think there's a nice little tree in there. Maybe this branch in here as well as the rain starts to come down. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe as always so you can get notifications of new videos, and click the little bell icon. See you next time.